here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Back 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. 55 is my guy, 55. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, box drop. Right up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Giants.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get wide. Pilot, 64, weak. Alpha.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, alert 3.
Now.
He's going for a moment.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Check, 55, come on. Check, 55.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 52.
Blue draw Corkers. Shoot.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
For Mike. 58 for Mike. Too little, cut. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift. Check 26. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Waters. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
56.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Done. Hey, high 7.
From the 30 on second down. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Half 10.
58 for Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58, right over there.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, nice move. Johnson's got it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, tight.
58, come on. 6 man. Check curls.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man left. 4 down. Hey, watch the edge.
5 wide.
Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Slam, slam, slam.
Regular, 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 regular.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
They'll try the left side. It's Waters, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. I'm 52. Kill, 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 kill.
58 to Mike, 58. 58.
Come on, come on, we go.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Middle, 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 middle. Half, 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 half.
Check, 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 check. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
General West. What's that?
To the air, Allen, complete. It's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Third down and 13.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, exit.
57's the mic.
Alert.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Kill, kill, kill.
Alert, alert, alert.
Kill, kill.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen.
Jump, 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 jump.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
On the Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Smooth.
Check, 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 check. Check, 55's the mic. Check, 55's the mic.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike's 15, Mike's 15.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
58 to Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
218, chop. Hey.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Come on, let's go. Check 43.
Sub.
Check.
5 wide.
Motion out of the backfield.
It's done.
On 2nd and 9, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check. Under 10. 10. Check.
Alert.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here I come.
80 weapon.
Here I come. Wise motion. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Alert.
Come on, QB, come on. 25.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
We taking wins.
Deuce.
Middle.
The Mike. 58 to Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
58, boys, 58 to Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
To throw, it's Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Waters, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, home. No. Where's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch the slack.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give, right side. Waters. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
No. Me. Hey, home. Bud.
Go 58's the mic.
Oh, you got D?
What?
Middle.
Kill.
Half 85.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen.
He's checking.
Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
looking to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Ready up. Trace on travel.
Hey, 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 hey! Shit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
61, matchbox, light. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
55.
No game on this defense, no game.
55, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. What about the 23-yard line?
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
58. Mike, 58, right there.
Check pass. Pass 85, pass 85.
Pick that. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
58. 58 for Mike.
Alert.
Good. Jim.
Hey, tight. Bravo.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Right here, right here. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, Zoo.
Mark 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number, and he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's get off the field.
Go.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Yep.
Mike 55.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, New York.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
He's on the west.
Big ass. Out.
Look, squeeze.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it hard. Hey, box truck.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike.
Big grip.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
X3, 2-8-3, chop.
Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your ball. All day. Hey, high 7.
Check 55 to Mike.
Go.
Here we go.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
So that one will be accepted. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right now.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike's in.
Hey!
Hey, let's get there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
50 seconds to Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
56, 56.
Mike 57.
I got him.
Chef.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Waters. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 47-yard line.
57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Waters. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Switch.
Alert.
Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Waters. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 99. Check 99. to lose one. Shoot. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try the left side. Waters. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Waters. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Miami!
Watch the twist.
Regular.
Mike 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Go.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
At the 25-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.